heard of the Millennium Falcon? It's the ship that made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs.
Before I start, if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. This is the way.
Hey folks, it's wow, the light just took a long time to adjust. Hope you're all doing well. It is 10 a.m. Tuesday morning here my time. Hope everyone's having a cracking week so far. I wanted to do this earlier in the week, straight after Sdcc. We've sort of wrapped up, but life circumstances. There's a few out there that know what's going on. All good though, all good. Getting back on track with life and things like that. So I'm excited to come and talk some action figures and just do a good old style live stream. It's been a while in between. I've been working, pretty hard. This, the first 6 months of the year was kind of a lot of the fan chats, which, have sort of slipped by the wayside a little bit. It sort of has become a lot of work. So going forward, I might just do them a little bit more sporadically, less sort of full on than I was earlier in the year. And then obviously I was doing my live streams following the Acolyte, and towards the end of the season, it's when personal life sort of got in the way of being able to do those final two shows the way I was. So we're just going to roll with it. I'm just going to get back into hopefully doing some toy streams and toy talk and just Star Wars chat in general, because it's good fun. Now I do have some bits and pieces to go up, and we've got some folks in the chat. Julian from Colombia, thank you for tuning in, Julian. And my man Brian, what's going up, man? Hope you're doing well. Tried working out what time it is for you over there, but yeah. So yeah, I thought I'd share with a couple of toys I've actually got in the mail. Well, I got these late last week. Given my a lot of the pre-orders for the Acolyte and some of the new TVC figures have come in. Still waiting on a couple, but that's cool. I think the Black Series May is one I'm still waiting. The last one I'm waiting on from the Acolyte so far. But I just came across this random listing on eBay, 8:30 p.m. Monday. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too late. That's good. That works out well. And Linda's here. Hope you're doing well, Linda. Good to hear from you. I got a couple of loose figures. These were I think it cost me like $24 or something on eBay. And that was delivered. Got it was just a lot of 3 loose figures. So I got another Clone Wars Obi-Wan. I think this is the 3rd version, I think. 2011. I can't remember. I do have this one, but he's got the hinges, the swivels in the wrists, but this one doesn't have the articulated wrists. But that's cool. Another Obi-Wan for the shelf. JCC, what's going on, my man? Hope you're doing well. Oh, Linda, it is freezing. I was just about to mention, if I find myself sniffling a little bit, I do apologize. It is freezing cold this morning. It's a beautiful day outside. The sun's out. It's nice clear blue sky, but it is fresh AF. So the other figure in the lot was, it was a Biker Scout, and this is the one from, I think, this is the one that came with the speeder bike, the Toys R Us speeder bike. He's got the black sort of shoulder joints, which was a little bit ugly. I think it was the same one that came out in, I think this one came out in the Black Series 3.75 inch line as well. Not the best Biker Scout going around, but it's another one for the shelf. Can never have too many troops. But I think the biggest win out of this little lot of 3 figures was the VC12 or VC14 Anakin / Vader. I'm like, that's probably worth the price of admission alone for that lot. So yeah, another one of these is never a bad thing. So yeah, that's my little scores for the week. So it's Tuesday. It's still early. What's cold in Australia? Let me do some quick. At the moment, I mean, my phone says it feels like 7.8 degrees Celsius. So if I do a little Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion, and if I say 7, that's about 44.6 Fahrenheit, Brian. So, I mean, 7 is fresh. It's nice, sort of chill, but with the little bit of breeze and stuff, that's cold. Must have a panning droid. Yeah, definitely, dude. That one's a good one. I almost need to buy another one. Just it's gotten a little bit sort of soft over the years. But it is what it is. I had to prop it up with a little stand. Nice. Yeah, you have to bring that one out again. I was almost going to give him a Darth Vader lightsaber just for something different. Like I was going to give him the red. But I don't know. I did a video like a couple of months back where it's like, yeah, we definitely need a new Revenge of the Sith Anakin. Like an Anakin, not sort of dark side turned Anakin. You definitely need an update. But I've got one dueling Obi-Wan on Mustafar on the panning droid. I've got another one who's flanked by a couple of 501st troopers, which I need more of, honestly. But and then I've got the Saga Legends Anakin fighting the new Dooku. But yeah, I'm not sure where he's going to slot in. We'll work that out. They've just been sitting on the shelf since I got them last week. Oh man, perfect hoodie weather. Perfect to sort of hoodie. I suppose you said you're over the heat and the scorching humidity. That's probably fair enough. You're probably keen. So yeah, we're going to be getting into some of the Hasbro's Sdcc. I said Sdcc stuff. So yeah, I wanted to just I haven't got a ton of images. I've literally just got some of the like multiple group shots of the figures. I thought we'd just go through TVC, talk about them a little bit, and then onto the Black Series, and follow up with the follow up at the end of each reveal with the pipelines for what's to come. So I thought that'd be a good way to do it, rather than just show 100 million images. But firstly, I wanted to share, we do have a lot of these pre-orders up on our website, Kessel Run Hair and Collectibles, kesselrunhair.com. You can sort of see the little things spinning down the bottom there. So I did want to bring that up. I can bring it up here. So if we go down to the website, we've got it. That's a little photo from inside our shop. If you haven't visited the website before, we do have these two big 3D printed guys still in there. They're not in the middle of the shop like they were here. We do have some Hot Toys pre-orders available at the moment. Heaps of cool stuff. We've got to put some of the new ones that have just been revealed. So I've got to get them up. Hopefully I can get them up this afternoon. Yeah, Black Series Vintage Collection pre-orders. We've got a few bits in stock. We do 3D filaments for 3D printing. That's just our Instagram. So I thought we could just have a quick look at the pre-orders. So yeah, they got the new Ahsoka from Peridia. We've got the Venestra Row. I don't think Venestra and Basil are due out till early next year, which, you know, that's 6 months away now, so really not that far. Whereas I think some of these new, like the Ahsoka, they're sort of slated for October. Thrawn, looking forward to getting an actual package shot to put in there, I'll put on the website there. The vintage Thrawn, which looks fantastic as well. We'll start talking about those shortly. Some of the new TVCs. We've got the Jetpack Trooper, Ahsoka, Cobb Vanth. We'll get into those, talk about them. But yeah, we've got them available for pre-order. Imperial Armored Commando. And there's Basil. A couple of the new Mando figs. Shriek Hawk. Mando. The second page. What are we on the second page? And some of these are back order now. R2D2. We can still get them in. These two or these four are still back order. So yeah, we've got a good range of pre-orders. Being a smaller store, we don't keep a lot of stock in-house. So yeah, I just wanted to share that before we get into some other stuff. Just going to remove that one. Looking forward to the TVC releases, new DINs included. Definitely, man. I agree with you there. As long as there's a good point of difference, I'm cool. And if it's not different enough, don't need to buy it. That's what's sweet about it. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, if it's a good point of difference, like the one that's coming with the Super Commando jetpack, that'll look really good in the diorama with the hallway. I think that'll be a cool one. But yeah, if they're just going to re-release a Mando that we already got, don't need to buy it. It's fine. It's all good. So many of the blue Mandalorians now. I know what you mean, man. Yeah, it's kind of nice to sort of see some of the, they've sort of revealed some of the covert, the Mandalorian covert sort of Mandos. Sort of break it up a little bit. That Mandalorian judge that just came out was super cool. I was thinking he reminded me of something else. But yeah, it's completely blanking. It'll hit me later. I was trying to think of something else. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to present. Where is it? Where are we? No. Let's start off with TVC. So I'm just going to move it out of the way so I can still see the Chatsky. So yeah, Mandalorian Privateer. This is the one that's included with the Gideon Cruiser hallway. This is just a digital render at the moment. Yeah, another blue Mando, another blue one. I actually really, really like this look. I don't know. I'm all for Mandalorians. We're very spoilt for Mandalorians. I mean, and who would have thought, 10 years ago, we would have had as many Mandalorians as we've gotten. I'm sort of looking over at my shelf, and you know what? There's still some there that I've got some with the Clone Wars to the other side of me, but you put all these blue ones together and they kind of work. For the most part, it's it's going to be sort of repainted and re-put together. But aren't Mando's mostly repaints anyway? Like they've all got the same armor molds. They've all been forged by the same armor templates. So it's kind of it makes sense. Again, don't have to buy them all. But just it's cool. Some variations. Looks like he's got a little bit of that sort of ding and weathering, which looks pretty close to what he's got on the card there. Like you can sort of see that where my little hand is rubbing over his chest. You can kind of see that little scratch, and then the scratch there sort of lines up with a little bit. I don't know. It's cool. It's cool. I'm all for some more Mandalorians. So, all right. So we'll kick off, from the main line. Ahsoka Tano Peridea VC3338. I said 3 so many times then. Again, it's cold. I'm jittering. This one looks good. This one looks nice. Some slight variations of the outfit from the Ahsoka we know and love. I like the Ahsoka the white look. Personally for this one and the Black Series one, I think they should have come with the poncho or the robe. But this one looks pretty good. Maybe a few parts here reused, which that's fine. It's like the arms and the hands. Hands might be the same. Arms look to be different. It's got the sort of the wraps. Same with the legs. But I love the card art. That's a really, really nice image there of Ahsoka. So fall 2024. So we're sort of looking September, October, November. So it's really not that far away. Enjoying Mandos. We won't get any for a while. Yeah, you gotta get on them. I think Mandalorians are a safe bet for a little while. I think we're safe. Especially, the Mandalorian movie is going to go into production very, very shortly. And yeah, I don't think we'll have any shortage for a while. But like you said, it was scarce pickings for a long time. That a lot of hard to get Mandalorians from back, 10, 15 years ago. Some of those sort of multi-packs and comic packs, they're so hard to find now. I'd love to see some of those characters revisited, Jodo Cast and Justin Maril and who was the other? There was a Mando chick, Isabet Rowe, I think. There's some tough to find Mando figures out there from the past. Some of the comic book stuff, so yeah, I'm happy to grab Mandalorians. Sook looks amazing. She does. Yeah, I'm literally longer lacquer. Yes, I'm looking over at I can sort of see my 3 3/4 inch Ahsokas from here. And yeah, these do appear to be a little bit longer. Obviously, the head is new because she's got the different sort of the headband. She updated the headband when she put on her white outfit. So it looks great. I'm glad they extended her Lecco. Just wish you would come with a cloak. You and me both. All right, let's go on to what is next. Yes, the Armorer's Forge. Yeah, this is cool. So it comes with a new version of the Armorer, which is nice. I don't have a clearer image of that one just yet. But I'm loving these small little dioramas. I love this idea. I think it's really, really good. But yeah, Armorer this time, she's coming with some sort of tools like the deluxe Black Series one came with. They've sort of got that sort of red hot glowy effect. She's got her jetpack now, which is awesome. So that's good for season 3. But yeah, the Forge, like as a little diorama set that can just sort of sit to the side of a shelf or at the back of a shelf. I love it. It's got the mythosaur skull sort of molded into the wall. A little tool cabinet. There's some extra Mandalorian helmets you can just sort of see in there. If I had a little bit more time, I would have prepared some more extra images, but you know they're out on the internet, so you can go and find them. Yeah, the Mandalorian helmets, so you can do a bit of head swapping and increase your Mandalorian numbers if you get some of those multi-packs, and you can switch some helmets out and get some different looks. They're all sort of coming with different like neckerchiefs and ponchos and bits and pieces. You can do some swaps and make some Mandos look cool. It does come with a little Grogu, which is coming with his little armor plate. You can see on the card back where she's making that armor plate for Grogu. So that's cool. Yeah, I'm excited about this one. I think if you're clever enough and you can get some little LED lights, maybe through the top of the forge, and shine some light down on the furnace, I think that'd be cool. But yeah, just having the armorer with the jetpack is cool as well. Forge is easily one of all-time favorites. It's cool. I dig it. Like it's yeah, I'm into it. I'm looking forward to seeing it in person. Need a big room more films, don't we all? 110, 120, yeah. It is. I think you could probably scrape it in at like $99 or $100 here in Australia, at least. I'm not sure what that equates to in the US, but it's going to be like a 70, 65 or $75 or something like that, maybe 80. I don't know. Folks from the US, let us know how much it is in your neck of the woods. Honestly, Sdcc was really weak showing all around from Hasbro for me. Didn't see much that got me very hyped. Yeah, it was more so just sort of sharing, official looks at what we've sort of already knew was coming, which, when they're pipelining things previously, you're going to eventually see them in person. I think there's some cool surprises like the Forge. I think that was a nice surprise. Forge is $60 US. Okay, yeah, well that's probably about right. We pay 110 up to 120. It's double, which is not quite accurate to the dollar, but for here in Australia, they're all pretty much imports, so it does. We've got to put a lot of taxes and crap on that sort of stuff. So that's unfortunately, it is what it is. So we're trying to decide whether to put a ghost when it finally drops. Oh, tell me about it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this thing in person, the Forge. All right. Oh yeah. So the armorer figure is a numbered figure. So if you're a carded collector, you're going to need to get this set just to get that carded figure out for the 331 to continue your run. Now this one, banger, absolute banger. Another carded version of the Mandalorian, which I'm all for. I think he's got the updated pauldron at this point too. He does. So I think at this point he has the silver, the Beskar pauldron on the one shoulder. I think he'd replaced it by this point. It's been a little while since I've gone back and watched season 1. But yeah, it'd be nice to get an updated season 1 Mando. I love that look for him. Like I love the old sort of beat up armor. And yeah, he does have the pauldron. You can just sort of see it there on the card back. So yeah, VC335. So another carded figure for you to get, the Blurg. I dare say we'll need I don't know whether they're going to do another blurg with Quill. I don't know whether that one would sell as well. So if you want to get one to have with Quill, you've got to get another one of these. And, perfect opportunity to keep another Mandalorian on the card. Yeah, this one looks fantastic. Really, I love the presentation on the box. It's a very vintage style, like the old beasts from back in the vintage days. So there's a fan channel and Amazon. So yeah, this is one I don't think we're going to be able to get in at Kessel Run, unfortunately. So yeah, fall 2024. So yeah, again, sort of September, October, November. Hallway sets, ships blurg, and this forge set are going to have to wait to get displayed until I move. Yeah, I'm sort of in the process of trying to find a way to get another shelving unit in for my 3.75 figures. And yeah, sort of readjust the room a little bit to make some more space. Just so I can fit it all in together. I want to add in. So my plan is I've got everything in sort of chronological order, but I want to fit in the Clone Wars. I want to be able to fit in things like Andor. Not that there's many figures there for the 3 3/4 for Obi-Wan Kenobi. I want to fit all that kind of stuff in the middle. Even the Tartakovsky Clone Wars, I want to fit that in, like after Attack of the Clones, before Revenge of the Sith. Even though it's all animated, it looks different. It's going in. It's just as important as the films. So they all deserve their own space. And yeah, in terms of the expanded universe Legends stuff, I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. They may still just keep their own space, but I may find a way to weasel some of them in there, like Darth Plagueis. He may get a spot. Maybe right before Phantom Menace. There's some vintage Acolyte figures coming soon too, so we shall see. Let me go some sip of water. It's good water. This I see myself picking up. Already got a nice 3D printed custom one, but this one looks good too. I think it's just, they've put some articulation in the blurg's ankles. I'm excited to see how this thing balances out. Because for whimsical value, the blurg is just ridiculous. It's like a kangaroo dewback. This thing doesn't look like it should exist, let alone be able to stand up. So I'm interested to see, firstly, the engineering that the guys at Hasbro have done to make this thing hopefully stand up well on 2 feet. Whether that tail sort of dips down a little bit, but you can sort of see on the, where are we? You can sort of see on the top of the box there, he's very much on 2 feet with the tail in the air. I sort of thought, maybe it requires a little bit of support. Not yet sure. But yeah, it's cool. Super hype for the blurg set. Yes, you're going to need a couple. Mr. Landspeeder Luke, what's going on, man? Good to hear from you. Hope you're doing well, dude. Yeah, let's get on to the next thing. So the blurg, yeah, that's coming out this year, which is nice. Cobb Vanth on the deluxe card. You are kind of in two minds about this one. Yeah, I'm still undecided about how I feel about Cobb Vanth here. Firstly, the deluxe card, I don't think that was necessary at all. You could fit this one on a regular card. They've proven you don't need to have the jetpack. You don't need to have the flame effects all on show like that, all spread out over the front of a card. They've shown Boba Fett's that have got this. It doesn't need the deluxe card, and therefore getting the deluxe price tag to go with it. Whereas here in Australia, most vintage collection figures are sort of around the 30 to 35. we're very lucky, Kessel Run, to be able to sell them for, 28, 29 bucks. We're not making much on them, but we've got to, got to try and be competitive. Whereas this guy, he's going to be like 40 to 45 Australian dollars, which is a bit much. Yeah, I'm not sure that the execution of particularly the armor sort of sitting over his body, it's almost, yeah, I feel like it should have been a uniquely sculpted torso piece, but obviously they're going to reuse the base figure of Cobb Vanth, so they've just got a removable armor. So I dare say they're going to re-release this guy, give him some updated arms without the gauntlets, get rid of some armor pieces. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm in two minds. I'm looking forward to seeing it in person. I will get him because I thought Cobb Vanth's a great character. And the card back looks nice, but it doesn't need to be. I'm glad it's not in a box. I hope this is a sign that they're going away with the boxes, the deluxe boxes. I would rather see this bigger card than a box. We've seen some of the Sabine Wren, to name a few. There's been a few of those deluxe boxes, and they're not that good. They're not that good. I'd much rather see this wider card back than those. I'm not a card collector, but this is what I'd prefer to see as opposed to the boxes. But I just don't know that it's necessary. We've had some like the Gamorrean guard. He got a little bit bigger bubble, and if that bigger bubble slightly encroaches on the image, like it might cut out, Cobb's arm there. Sort of pack some accessories. You put another tray in behind Cobb for the jetpack and the flame accessories or something, and then you've got room for the helmet and the blasters to sort of sit right next to him, snug in the bubble. I think that works. So it is a bit of an odd one, but it's acceptable. I'll take it. I'm going to rip this guy off the card and display him anyway. So what is it to me? VC343, another numbered one. It's the Salacious one. I hope you're well done, Under. Will be a good-looking monkey lizard riding the blurg in my display. I believe you. I believe you will. I believe they said this with the deluxe packaging going forward with a few exceptions. Okay, that's cool. I hadn't heard that, so that's awesome. I dig that. Really looking forward to Cobb, but I don't know about the armor piece. Yeah, that's where I'm at too. It just, I know, even on that image where he's sort of flying by, it's sort of, you can sort of see that cut down the side. You can see, you can sort of see the armor cut. So it's just going to sort of flop over. You pop off the head and you flop that over the chest, and it's not going to sit that snug, I don't think. I don't know if anyone's sort of clever enough, you can just probably sort of glue it down to his torso. But again, if you're going to want to, I don't know. I think the aim there was for Hasbro to engineer this thing so they can reuse that sculpt underneath for maybe a Book of Boba Fett Cobb Vanth where he's not wearing the armor, and they've already got the sculpt for the shirt, much like the Black Series did. But I'm looking over at the Black Series, and that was. I'll need to have another look. I've got a little guest here. Excuse. She's coming for a cuddle. You gonna hang around? You gonna hang out? This is Shah. This is Shah. This is her room. I just use it for my Star Wars stuff. Yep, so I'm going to have a cat coming to hang out. Saw the Snowy Mando and his big card at a store the other day. I was wondering if they'd do that again. Here we are. Might Kit bash his armor with the strap from the Return of the Jedi. Lando. I know what you mean. I know what you mean now. Cape, yeah. Big fluff. Yeah, she is a little fluffy at the moment. It's being winter. She gets a little bit extra. She's a tiny little cat, but she's got a lot of fluff. Oh, yeah. Hey? You're purring. That means you're happy. All right, what do we got next? Grand Admiral Thrawn. Yes. Now, this looks to be, the same body, new head, probably same hands as well. Do it. Have a look. I do have. So the one that came out last year. Now I'm literally just going to look at this. It looks to be the same. Why reuse it? I guess. There's not really that necessary to reuse it or to make a new sculpt for him. It's fine. Like, everyone's sort of. I've seen a few people that are upset that he hasn't got his little belly, his little pudgy belly there. I don't think it's a big deal. Let's zoom in on that a little bit. But yeah, new head sculpt. That's all this one really needed. Because I think even the hands are the same sculpt, a slightly different color. So he's a little bit more of a darker blue. Whereas the Rebels version I have here is a little bit lighter. But I can dig that. I think he looks great. The Thrawn diehards that have been around for a long time are going to love having that card back, myself included. I think they've done a really nicely sculpted. It looks a lot like Lars Mikkelsen. But yeah, not a heap of change there. Just, again, slightly different shade of blue, different head. I would love to see Elon Musk play a chess. That'd be funny. That's something Marvel would do. It would have been cool to get Dad Bod Thrawn. This is good, though. Agree. Beautiful fluff ball. Doesn't she know it? She knows it. She's going off to do other stuff now. She's too cool for Star Wars stuff. Yeah, so I'm excited about Thrawn. I think he looks good. Be a nice addition. I do have Morgan Elspeth, and I do have a couple of the HKs, and I just got I did review it, the Enoch and the troops. So that'd be cool to have all them together, and Ahsoka being one of my most favorite, recent properties in Star Wars. One of my favorite sort of episodic shows. I've watched it a few times now, and Thrawn's going to be a nice addition. Zoom back out. Let's see what we've got next. The Jetpack Trooper. Now, this looks like a nice little addition to the sort of the gaming greats. They're not labeling them as gaming greats anymore, which is good. Doesn't really need all those extra logos and crap on it. Just put it out. Jedi Survivor. That tells you enough. For the most part, this looks like the modern current Stormtrooper with a jetpack and the helmet, which has the chest box sort of attached to it, which is cool. VC336, this is fall 2024. So, sort of September, October, November. Nice looking card back. A nice, easy one to put out, really. They didn't have to do too much super duper engineering to get this guy out. New helmet. I don't think that jetpack's been used before. But helmet, chest box. There's nothing super exciting about it, but it's a cool release. and they were fun to take out in the game. It's just love like deflecting lasers at them or force pulling them and slamming them into the ground. It's always good fun. You feel very satisfied. So I'm going to get straight on to the next one for the Jetpack Trooper. Now this special action figure set. Let's get a look at this. So yeah, this is the pack. If you get the Forge and you get those extra helmets, you can swap some helmets out with these ones and you can create some different, unique looking Mandalorians. And the Mandalorian costume I'm building at the moment, it's kind of inspired by these guys. Like it's a little bit sort of a mix and match and sort of hacked out, different armor pieces and paint colors and hoping to get more Jedi Survivor figures soon. I've been playing it safe with the troop releases, definitely. Yeah, I'd like to see some more, like individual characters. Like, give us a Merrin, give us a Spammel. I want a Spammel, so they can never settle on one design. I know, right? It's ridiculous. It's like just pick a design, or start naming them by phase. More Blue Mandos, dude. Again, you get those helmets from the Forge. You can differentiate them up a little bit. If you're clever enough to do some boil and pops and get some arm swaps and stuff happening, you can mix and match and play with these guys. I don't know. There's something really satisfying about, particularly on this one. It's got the sort of the silver around the T-visor. I don't know. I just love that look. Sort of bright poppy. Jetpacks, different sort of vibro blades, different weapons, knives, with a female here. And this is a nice looking set. The holsters sort of molded into the belts. So looking on that one there, he's got a bit of a forward facing. Same with this one, whether they'll be pegged on, not yet sure. I don't have a release date on this one yet. I don't have a release date. Scott is saying here October, which is like 3 minutes away. Back to the Jump Troopers. Yeah, the Jump Troopers are people. I like the Star Tours Sky Troopers. Yeah, I'm undecided which ones I like the most. I think I've got one of the... I do have the Force Unleashed ones, but I can't reach them. Otherwise, I'd show you. Big time, dude. Big time. Morning, Ian. How are you, sir? Good to hear from you. Up for pre-order on US Amazon, not on the UK version. Yeah, so probably not on the Australian version yet either. But that's a nice looking set. It's really just need more Mandos. Yeah, if you don't want more Mandos, don't buy them. What else have we got? Bo-Katan, this was revealed earlier in the week. This was before SDCC. Plazia 15, I think that was the planet where they went to recruit the Mandalorians, and that was where Jack Black and Lizzo were hanging out on that planet, I think. But yeah, pretty much the same Bo-Katan as before. No new head sculpt, so she's got the sort of the season 2 hair. And I'm assuming the pauldron is new sculpt as part of that sort of shoulder piece that goes over the chest, over the top of the chest there. So yeah, probably not a totally necessary addition. has got the mythosaur. I thought it did, yeah. I wasn't sure whether it was just going to be printed on, like they're just going to reuse the old one, or slightly retool it. I think with the softer plastic, it doesn't take much to retool, whereas you do a sort of a firmer plastic, it's a little bit more work. Oh, big time, big time. Card back looks nice though. I love Bo-Katan. She's awesome. I probably will end up getting it. I think the next figure should be the Light Cruiser Hallway. Yeah, this was again revealed not at Sdcc, but earlier on in the week. We spoke about the Mandalorian privateer figure that was at the start of the slideshow. This is cool. I'm probably open to getting a couple of these at least. I'd never got another one of the Cantina or the Tantive playset. I never got an extra one, but this one could do it. I'd love to do this sort of scenario here, and then maybe get some more Dark Troopers and have Luke in the hallway. I think that's kind of a no-brainer. Digitally rendered images, final products may vary. Rated PG-13. That's a cool looking set. I like the doors, the sort of the translucent red of the lights. If they, I think they're sort of showing it on the video that the light hits it, they will sort of reflect the light a little bit, which is cool. There's a cartoon-sized hole on that photograph. Yes, there is. Oh, hopefully by now everyone's got a Cara Dune that they can fit into that shot. Yeah, interesting that they it's a very notable absence. But yeah, you could sort of use this for the Imperial base on Mandalore as well. Ooh. All right, let's see what's next. Yep, there he is, the Imperial base Mandalorian. But he comes with a new jetpack. This one should have come with the spear as well. But I guess no, I guess he's long past the spear. I'm immediately thinking back to his duel with Moff Gideon in season 2. So yeah, I'm completely wrong there. So forget what I just said. But no, he's got the jetpack. He's got the replacement jetpack. They're obviously all universal. In universe, you can just slot them onto any back. I mean, Mandalorians share the same peg holes as the Stormtroopers. But again, they're sticking with the soft goods, which is nice. Appreciate that. Don't have a VC number on this one, but that information is out there. All right, pipelines, folks. This is I think where the excitement comes in. So down the bottom there, Bale and Shin. They should have been out by now. Honestly, that these should have been done from the get-go. And fingers crossed, their height are correct. Unlike the Black Series where we had to go out and fix them. Bale and Shin, yeah, they're the big two there. Jedi Jesus there, Obi-Wan Kenobi. That one looks nice. That one's going to be good. The Black Series one was good. Probably only a little bit of rework there from the Jabeam, not the Jabeam, the Obi-Wan dual figure. The dueling with Vader. They won't have to do too much different. Yeah, Phase 1 501st Trooper, which would be nice. You slot in straight into the Geonosian arena. Hopefully without a removable helmet. I'm not too fussed about the removable helmet, but if it comes with the molded helmets like the new 4-pack did with the Phase 2s, that'll be elite. The Mandalorian, I don't see that being any different to the one that came out for the Clone Wars. So there's no real point in making that too different. Just be on a new card back. Yeah, maybe a slight paint tweak for the for that one there, but I don't think it'll be too different to. Let's see if I can reach him. I can. I don't see it being too different. You know, maybe they'll give him the sort of the lighter cheeks, but again, that could just be the lighting of the image there. So I don't think it'll be too different there. Barbell hips. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah. Blood comes with the barbell hips. Yeah. Which is a nice update. I think just the sheer amount of time we have to wait for a lot of these characters is what really diminishes the hype. It gives more of a finally feeling. Yeah. No, I agree with you there. Like I said, Bale and Shin, they should have been out, you know, within 6 months of that show finishing at least. You know, I think it was no-brainer. Like, it should have been out. They were effectively main characters. You know, super important characters. Their notable absence on the shelf. Like I can literally see all my Ahsoka sort of base, sort of central sort of spot with the figures there, and yeah, they're notably missing. And hopefully they come with cloaks rather than being Walmart exclusives. TVC gets miscellaneous clone. Black Series gets Phase 1 Rex. I wouldn't expect you have to wait too long to get a Phase 1 Rex in vintage as well. I think that's a no-brainer. We're going to get onto Black Series in a minute anyway, so we'll talk about that at some point. Balin and Shin are going to be fun. I wonder if the shade of his saber. I hope so. I hope they've learned their lesson from the Black Series, and you know they've able to go back to the draw. Maybe that's what's taken them a little bit longer. They've had to go to the drawing board and go, all right, we need to make sure these are right. Because the VC diehards will set up a lynch mob if not. Yeah, lack of Bad Batch. It's yeah. I'm with you there. Bad Batch. They just got to get them done. Just get them done. Just get them done. That's all I'm going to say. Dead Ramiro, I think it's a character that I think, you know, definitely needs to come out. Nice addition to the line for both Black Series and Vintage. But again, it's an odd character for the fan base to sort of rally behind. You know, there's been a lot of fan demand for Dead Ramiro, and it's like, well, they haven't done most of the characters in Andor yet. They've done, you know, three characters, 2 Cassians. Yeah, they've barely scratched the surface with Andor, but they're gonna, I don't know. I guess once they've done an Imperial female, they've got Imperial females for days. So yeah, I'm good with it. And then other 2 from the Acolyte, Indara and Yord. You know, worthy additions. I think, you know, why not just do the same as the Black Series? You know, just shrink the molds down, whatever you got to do. I don't know how it works, but you know, it's a step closer to people being able to sort of get along with the characters and relate to the characters a little bit more. I've always said toys are an important part of Star Wars, especially when there's new stuff. You know, we spend our childhoods playing with action figures in between movies, and you know, you have that sort of fondness for the characters a lot more when you've got the toys. I'm with you. Big on the Andor. 2 years. Ready for the Andor season 2, let me tell you. Far out. Very keen. TVC has 2 different Rexes under the Bad Batch banner, but the team I'll stop. No, I'm with you. I'm with you there, Ian. Absolutely. Like, just put them out in a 4-pack. Just get Crosshair, Tech, Echo, Wrecker. Put them in a 4-pack. everyone will shut up. Just give us the toys. Just make the damn toys. All right, so we're going to get on to, oh, mate, yeah, that was the last one. Last image there for. So we're going to jump into Black Series. Where are we? Window. There we go. All right, so yeah, Black Series. I probably won't spend as much time as I did with Vintage. A lot more to say. I'm excited about the Black Series, but we're nearly going on an hour, which is cool. I'm not pressed up for time. It's only 11 a.m. Now this is a set that I'm totally behind. Whether this just gets the feels of episode 1. I remember that sneak preview Stap Battle Droid pack, which I never got. I'd love to have that one on display in box. I don't have a Stap in 3 3/4 inch at all, which I thought I did, but I don't. I don't have a Stap. You know how bad I feel as a Star Wars fan not having a Stap toy with a Battle Droid on it? I'll be going to eBay very, very shortly. We'll probably get one more solid fan stream before the year's up. When is New York Comic Con? That's in like September, I think. So yeah, they don't put all the eggs in one basket. They space this stuff out. Need Chimera, yeah, big time, man, big time. Need that. Mango Ship, Phantom Menace, TVC for the anniversary. I know. But yeah, that looks nice. I love the stand. I love the look at the Stap. I can't unsee. Eye, tiny little mouth, big long face, cheekbones sticking out. It's like a little smiley face. I apologize if I've ruined Staps for you now. But you look at that. That's that side. It's a little face. Looks like something out of Finding Nemo. Tony, what's up, my man? Good to hear from you. Yeah, absolute must have. At least with the Black Series getting Phantom Menace, it's a good chance. Yeah. It's well, the thing is, I despite not having one, they have been available for 25 years. Like there are Staps out there you can still buy for 3 3/4 inch, whether not necessarily on a vintage card back or vintage style packaging, but they're out there. They're out there. You can go on eBay and you can buy Staps, and they did them for the 3D release. So they are available for 3 3/4 inch collectors. So yeah, while it's not necessarily vintage collection, it's I can sort of kind of see why the Black Series is getting them and the vintage collection isn't, because they've been around for 25 years. Happiest speeder. Absolutely, Jeff. Makes me smile. I can't not see it. It's Dory. Yes, it is. It looks like Dory. It's that Disney influence on George. Although when did Finding Nemo come out? That wouldn't have been before 1999. Only Lego ones in my collection. Oh, this is the breaking point for you, Tony. The Black Series will making an entrance. I made the mistake of watching one of JCC 2224 videos the other day, and there is now a Yola Park Megatron and Optimus hole. He's ever influential, that JCC. Always It reminds you of things you need to go and buy. Oh, dude, yes. Give it the blue step. Do the the Clone Wars movie. Yeah, that's a good point too. Had a couple of vehicles over the years, like the land speeder and like Enfys Nest speeder bike and stuff like that, the swoop bike. But yeah, and Ray's speeder for that one. Yeah, these little ones, I'm cool with this if they can sort of drop some of these into the line a little bit, like a speeder bike or something like that. I think that's a good. It is a win for Black Series. Yeah, I'm all for it. It'd be a no-brainer, wouldn't it, Jeff? Like that blue one that Anakin sort of flies up Teth. Like that'd be sick. That'd be sick. All right, what do we got next? The cat is back. You can say hello. You can say hello. Hello. Don't bite me, you turd. All right, what have we got? Oh, we're going to come back to the pipelines. So I think this one was revealed a couple of weeks ago. This is more Mandalorians, but they look good. They look nice and tasty. Look at those colors, the oranges, the sort of the greens, the sort of the bronze look to that to his suit there. Oh. Delicious, delicious. We'll move on from those. Here we got Basil. Now I am trying to think. Linda mentioned something before, and I said he made me think of something else. I can't think of what I was thinking of. Yeah, Basil Jedi Order Tracker. So we have him up for pre-order on Kessel Run. So double check, make sure he was up there. I think he was. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. We've got him available, which is great. I'm looking forward to him. He's a funky-looking little dude. He's like, I don't know, if you put like a little team up of like little dudes, you'd have Basil, you'd have Rio Durant from Solo, you'd have an Ewok, R5D4. I'm just looking over at my Black Series collection. A Jawa. Yeah, I don't know. Minoc? I don't know. A little crew. G.I. Joe Classified can do vehicles, so can Black Series. Definitely can. I think the main difference there is the price. The price would in terms of what Hasbro has to pay Lucasfilm for licensing, whereas G.I. Joe, that's Hasbro's own thing. So they don't need to pay any licensing fees to do G.I. Joe. So that'd be my only sort of point of contention there, but Basil is a must as well. Yeah, I like him. I didn't get some. Yeah, I liked him. He didn't have any speaking or anything. He just did his job and he got on with it. I wonder if he's named after Basil Brush. He possibly was. I used to have a dog. He was a border collie. When I was with my ex-wife, his name was Basil. He used to get called Basil Brush. And he was a dog that didn't like being brushed. So Jedi Interceptor. Oh. And you can just do the same one, two different colors. You do a red one and a yellow one. You've got Anakin and Obi-Wan. Whew. That's Kanata, yes. Well said, Ian. That'd be another little member to the crew of Smalls. Still seeing the acolyte. This little guy sounds like, yeah, definitely is. Absolutely is. It's that little it's the whimsy, it's the Ewok, it's the Ugnaught of the Acolyte. G'day, Muzzer. How are you, mate? Good to hear from you. Hasbro actually has to hold back on making G.I. Joe classified figures from making Black Series look like a poor deal due to licensing. All right, what do we got next? That's Basil. So spring 2025. So yeah, he's next year. So yeah, second quarter next year. So Katano Paradia. Yeah, we took a look at the vintage one before, and that was absolutely fantastic. They've absolutely nailed this one. Again, reusing some parts. Different enough. The outfit was pretty similar anyway. She just had to put it in the bleach bath. Got some of those browns and greys out, and now it's not super white. There's not a lot of white to it, but I think mainly the sort of the poncho she wears is the white robe. So that gives it that more Ahsoka the White look. But yeah, the new head sculpt on this one, yeah, needs a cloak. I hope it's not going to get the Balin Shin treatment where it's a Walmart exclusive, but it comes with a cloak this time. No, it should have been included. It should have been part of the figure, just from the get-go. Otherwise, the figure looks great. The head sculpt looks bang on. There's some nice high-res images of her head sculpt out there. Much like the vintage one, they've extended her head tails a little bit. The Montrals, she's got the new headband. Interested to see whether they'll pop that off and you can have a weird looking Ahsoka without a headband. That still blows my mind every time they show her that. Where's the cloak, Hasbro? Absolutely. Should have included the robe. Really impressed by the face sculpt here. The old one wasn't bad, but this one looks a lot more like Rosario. She's definitely got a little bit more of softer features too. The other one, the first Ahsoka, it's a little bit more of a sterner look about her, which I guess kind of goes with the character. She goes from this sort of stern, on-edge warrior to sort of someone that's sort of being at peace with her past, and she's sort of a lot more sort of zen by the end of the season, which I'm down for. Chef's kiss. I'm okay without the cloak. She needs to shine. That's a good point. You know what? I'm going to be doing something for a cloak though, because this is an Ahsoka I'll get twice. I've got two of the other one as well. I like one with the robe, one without, and I'm going to do the same with this one. That's what it is. That's exactly what I'll do. Good morning, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Good to hear from you. We're going to wired cloak from Josh's Custom Capes. I have heard of Josh's Custom Capes. I haven't looked into it. Ahsoka without headgear is cursed. It's not. It's an interesting look. It's like I don't know. What does a Bith look like without a shirt on? That's kind of the same sort of vibe. Next up, we have IG-12 and Grogu. This masterful. This I'm pretty sure I'm actually going to take the IG-11, the original IG-11, off the shelf. This one looks to be sort of in scale with how he's meant to be. The IG-88 and IG-11 that they've done, they're not to scale in Black Series. They're too short for Stormtroopers. But yeah, this is the deluxe one. I love the little Anzellans that he comes with. The sort of the Grogu, he's sort of long and tall, so he fits in there. Yeah, I love this. I think he looks fantastic. The sort of the chest plate sort of thing will come forward so you can fit the figures in there. Yeah, this is just genius. You know, this looks so good. Really, really nice, this one. Speaking of exclusive / deluxe, there should be a TVC release of Morgan Elspeth, which includes the spear, Mother Talzin sword, and an alternate head with the Night Sister tats on. Oh, they'll just do a separate figure. They'll just do a separate figure, I think. That's what they'll do. They'll yeah, I'm all for it. Like, put that sword out like that. That'd be cool. Yes, yes, yes. Josh's custom capes are great. Got one for the Mandalorian Ahsoka, and it looks fantastic. I'll have to get you to send me a photo of that, man. I just don't know how much shipping would be down here. It could be a lot, but this in TVC, good Lord, me need. They could do a 4-pack with the new Elspeth and those 3 Night Sisters from Ahsoka. Oh, yeah. I'd love to see those Night Sisters, man. That would be absolutely awesome. IG-12 set is a must-have, getting to customize into a Deadpool corpse crossover custom. That'd be awesome. But yeah, no, this one looks really good. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. Grogu, you know, nice little addition. Got the sort of the comedy value out of that sort of part of season 3. But yeah, I'm digging it. Next up, we've got the Imperial Armored Commando. Gonna have to get at least 2 of these, aren't we? These are kind of cool. These dudes look good. I'm happy to get 2. You know, 2's enough. Don't need any more than 2. I've sort of, yeah, don't really. Maybe if they do them in 3 3/4, I might get a couple more. For the most part, this guy looks pretty good. I like the rifle. I like this. I like the armor. It's definitely again, I don't know why they sort of redesigned the Imperial Armored Commando. I would have liked to have seen them sort of carry on that, you know, the Imperial Mandalorian look from Rebels, as if they'd maybe been able to reuse that armor somehow. But I guess for toy selling purposes, they've given us a new one. So I'm not upset by it. I think it looks cool. Articulation looks pretty solid. I feel like this one would benefit from that thigh cut, that thigh swivel at the top of the thigh there. But you know, the new hip joints work pretty well. So this one looks good. I like the look. The pants green or gray? I can't tell. They definitely look like there's a bit of a green tinge to it, but it could be, you know, like an olive gray, if that's such a thing. But yeah, you're right, it does. Maybe it's the lighting. Yeah, half a dozen has, but yeah, in TVC, definitely. His neck looks too long, or his helmet is too small. I can see that. Yeah, I see what you're saying there, Linda. Yeah, it does. Particularly in that middle shot, you know, maybe the head. Yeah, maybe if the helmet was sort of tilted down a little bit, like he looks like he's looking up. Maybe it was sort of tilted down, give it that sort of stormtrooper look. That sort of, yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah, it kind of does. There's some tiny little heads under there. But anyway, looks kind of cool. So mainline fall 2024. So yeah, we're looking at, yeah, again, sort of the next probably 3 months. I think October. That's what we've got him up for on Kessel Run anyway. I think October 1st is the ETA. So sort of mid fall for you folks in the US, mid spring here for Australia. So yeah, probably 2 or 3 months away. Same with the Ahsoka. What do we got next? Dead Ramiro. Again, I'm going to skip back. I accidentally get it twice. So mainline fall 2024. So again, sort of October release. Another nice addition to Andor. You know, Andor's been reasonably well served in Black Series. You know, they've got the main characters in there. I feel like they could definitely do a couple more. Hopefully the vintage collection starts to balance things out a little bit for Andor, particularly when season 2 rolls around. I'd like to see you know, some of those characters, some of those flow through characters like Dedra. She's obviously going to be a big part of season 2. I want to see Cyril. I'd love to see Cyril in his sort of corporate uniform, that sort of blue look that he was wearing earlier on in the season. So I thought Cyril Khan was fantastic. But I like the data pad she comes with. You know, I wonder if there's any games on it. We're getting quite a lot of Black Series towards the end of the year. My wallet's going to hate it. I know. It was like that last year. We just got swamped right at the end of the year. We've got like 2 or 3 waves within like as many months. But yeah, again, once they've got a female Imperial mold, you know, they can then go and do more female Imperials. Like, give us a Juno Eclipse. I reckon that'd be absolutely elite. Like from Force Unleashed. That'll be super cool. And so I just got one of my grails recently, the Republic Elite Forces box set. 30th. Nice. That's a good set, man. That's just talking about you know, earlier we were just discussing Mandalorians, and you know, some of those old comic packs and stuff from like 30th anniversary and legacy collections, super pricey now, but that's a nice pack. Well done. So again, mainline 2024 fall, October, give or take. So first look at Cassian from season 2 of Andor. This one, the body itself was leaked. There's someone out there, I can't remember the name of the Instagrammer, but they're dropping some pictures from you know, without the heads. They're dropping some pictures of bodies. And yeah, this was one of them. So this is the first look at Cassian from season 2. We haven't even got a trailer yet, but we're going to look at the figure here. We're sort of getting to that sort of shorter haired look for Cassian, coming into getting closer to Rogue One. You know, maybe he's part of the Rebel spy network at this point. I like the look of the jacket. You know, he's sort of underground. You know, I like the dark. It looks more like Ryan Gosling. It does a little bit. It's sort of almost a bit of a, you know, Andor's got a little bit of that sort of Blade Runner effect to it too. There's a little bit of Blade Runner in it. Pixel down and someone on Yak Faces Forum, yeah. But yeah, I'm liking the look of Cassian. I'm looking forward to seeing more, seeing how it all leads into Rogue One. Vanestra Rowe should have been a whip. I'm not sure what the decision was there, whether it's just we've got molds of the blade, we don't want to put too much money into it. I don't know. I think there's a perfect opportunity for customizers and stuff to get out and try and make a whip that will fit into the lightsaber. I think it didn't even need to be super flashy or big. But yeah, I think there's a missed opportunity trying to engineer something whippy. Because if a big moth comes along, you must whip it. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. I'm looking forward to Vanestra. She was a cool character. I know I'm a little bit more fond of her having read The High Republic, and you know that it's 100 years on, and you know she's obviously quite older in this series, but has obviously been through a lot of stuff. She's quite the optimistic sort of young Jedi in the High Republic. So by now she's a little bit more cynical, jaded. She's lost an apprentice. Another one of her apprentices was killed. There's probably she spends a bit of time off as a waste seeker, which is a cool thought. I'd like to see that. Take the whip off an indie figure and paint it purple. There you go, perfect. Hasbro wouldn't have known about the whip at the time of production. Possibly, it's possible. I think they could have done the whip as an extra piece, like with the Indiana Jones figures it came with. Yeah, I agree. I think she still should have come with the whip, but overall the figure still looks nice. I like I still love the white robes. I like the way they've done the hood. You know, it's got the stitching in the right place, so it can just sort of sit over the head nicely. Like they've started really getting good at the robes. Messing around with some of the Acolyte figures, I snipped the extra little bit of cotton that sort of tied Soul's hood to his back. And yeah, it's sort of cut to fit that sort of draped down sort of look. Whereas this one looks good. You know, it's made to sort of sit up like that. I'm digging it. All right, what have we got next? We've got, I think that's it. That's it. Let's go back to, so yeah, that's it for Black Series. So we're going to go back to the pipelines. So we'll get a look at these. Yeah, not a single bad choice in here at all. This is where the fun begins. Yeah, I've been saying since I started getting the Acolyte figures, Kel Naka has to be on that list. I'm hoping Torben makes the list too. Flashback Torben and Young Soul. They're three figures I'd love to get. Kel Naka. And he's going to be deluxe. He's going to be big. That's going to be an awesome figure. Yeah. Who doesn't want a Wookiee Jedi? Yeah, it was really cool to see him in action. I hope the Acolyte gets some more figures. I hope they're not going to stop there at Kel Naka. I hope we're going to get some more. Moff Gideon, that's a no-brainer. You know, he's got a helmet coming out. It was always going to be a case of, you know, this one's going to come out eventually. The Mandalorian armored Moff Gideon. Lunch break is over. Have a good afternoon, Muzz. Good to hear from you, mate. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, that Moff Gideon's going to be sick. Hopefully it comes with a removable helmet. I think that'll be cool. The Praetorians, that'll be nice. The sort of Imperial Praetorian Guard. So they'll be cool. You definitely have to get 3 of those. At least you only need to get 3. Anakin Skywalker from Ahsoka, the flashback of Clone Wars. I don't see them doing anything different than the Anakin we've already got. I think whether he gets a new head or whether they try and do something with the photoreal print tech and put Hayden's face on the existing Anakin, I think that'll be a sign of things to, you know, we'll have to wait and see on that one. Personally, I think a new head would probably be the best way to go there. But it's kind of same enough. But you know, maybe we'll get a new figure. I think, you know, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Add a little bit more detail. You know, obviously the chest armor and the shoulder armor's got a little bit more sort of a metallic look. So maybe just a paint update may justify that Anakin. But we'll see. Very happy about the Commando droid. Me too, Jeff. Yeah, it's been on a want list for a long time. Yeah, now that they've finally got like Droideka, Super Battle Droid, time to get that Separatist army happening. Commando droid, solid choice. Or they were repurposed for that droid from Outlaws game. That's a good point. Yeah, whack a trench coat on him and he's good to go. That's a very good idea. Hoping Galactic Marines will follow soon, big time. Yeah, I thought Bakara would have to come soon, given Ki-Adi-Mundi's just been out. And you've got to have their commander with them. Phase 1 Captain Rex, big yes. Big yes. Yeah, I think it was Ian that was saying before, or someone was saying, I think it was Ian, saying, I think TVC needs a Phase 1 Rex as well. I think we'll get it before long. Yeah, they're just going to they'll get them out there. They will. And then obviously at the end there, we have Prince Shizor from Shadows of the Empire. I'm beyond pumped for that. So that was another figure that was sort of leaked by that Instagram user. And there was obviously one notable absence here, which was from those leaks of Savaggio Press, which we've seen the body for in sort of a pre-painted mode. But yeah, Shadows of the Empire, give us dash render. I love this idea. I love the 4-pack that came out recently for The Last Command. I wouldn't mind seeing a Shadows of the Empire 4-pack. It looks like they're going to release Shizor on his own, though. I like the look of it. Yeah, some really good pipelines here. I think it's fantastic. Really cool stuff. Prince Shizor is going to be amazing, but the whole pipeline is off the hook. A few of my most wanted figures, Commando Droid is my most wanted droid. I'm with you. Yeah. Yeah, there was a few other little hints there. There was on the side of the box of the Cassian, there was what looked to be a KX droid. So we might be getting a K2SO, a new K2SO. Hopefully something that will stand up a little bit better than the old one. Oh, yes, the Bounty Hunter Chewie. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. That'd be so good. You know what? A couple of years' time, it is the 30th anniversary of Shadows of the Empire, so maybe we'll get a little bit of love for that. Maybe we'll get a little bit of Shadows of the Empire love. We'll see. But I dare say he'll be out in 2025. And we get a dash render. Wouldn't say no to that. Yeah, there's some cool stuff coming. Yeah, I haven't really had the time. Today's a good time. I'm going to go watch some other YouTubers and watch their sort of reveal videos and stuff like that, and have a bit of fun and sort of try and get some more information. But yeah, Moff Gideon, the Praetorian, really cool. Captain Rex, man, like this is his gold. I mean, obviously we're going to see him in real life at some point in Black Series form and using some of the new figure sculpts. Just, he's going to be absolutely amazing. Commander Bakara, we've got another Gree coming out. Some great pipelines in both scales. Yeah, it's a lot to look forward to, let alone some of the other reveals we've had, like Hot Toys, which I haven't really soaked up too much of yet. I'm sort of very limited with Hot Toys, but just because of budgetary constraints. But yeah, we've got lots of cool stuff coming, guys. There's a couple more on my wish list. I would have loved to have seen from Ahsoka, but again, New York Comic Con I think is coming up in September, so I dare say Hasbro will do some more drops there. I would love to see Ezra Bridger from Peridea, from Ahsoka, in either scale. I'm cool with either. I think, yeah, he's probably my number one pick, honestly. If I was to pick a character from current media, I'd probably pick Ezra. Both in, I'd even take him in his Stormtrooper outfit. I mean, once you've got that head, you can put him on the Stormtrooper. Who else? Yeah, some more acolytes. Khmer would be awesome. And leaving aside the Bad Batch for a while, just like Hasbro, what would you like to see released as a 4-pack? Oh, right, just jiggling around. A 4-pack. I don't know. That's a good one. Oh, thanks for tuning in, Brian. Appreciate you hanging out, dude. We'll talk soon. Four-pack. I'm gonna have to think about. You know, it'd be really cool. An updated 4-pack of like Palpatine's arrest, like Agent Kolar, Kit Fisto, Mace Windu, and Stacey Teen. You could put a good chance to re-release the Kit Fisto from the TVC. Good chance to re-release Mace Windu from TVC, and then put Agent Kolar and Stacey Teen out. So maybe couple of updates there. I think that'd be a cool 4-pack, showing a little bit of love for Revenge of the Sith next year and its 20th anniversary. What else? What else are the 4-packs? Or only an hour away here. Yeah, that's just thinking off the top of my head. Domino Squad in TVC, but I think World Peace is more likely. Oh, good idea, Jeff. The Stranger and 3 cannon fodder Jedi for him to mess up. Yes. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be really good. Yeah, those 3 other Jedi, including the Keldor Jedi, and then the Kebab Jedi. It comes with you could just put a blade straight through them. That'd be sick. That's a great idea. That's a great idea, Jeff. I'm sort of looking around. You know, I wouldn't be upset about seeing some characters from the sequels. You know, just give us a little bit of a cherry to bite off there. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good question, good one to think about. Maybe some like 2/12 like in live action, like do Cody, Boyle, Waxer. I don't know, and an Obi-Wan. Endless possibilities, my friend. Yeah, that's a good question. 4-packs. Very good question. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. It's been an hour and a half. I appreciate you all coming and hanging out and tuning in while I talk about some toys and stuff. Definitely enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun. So appreciate the chat. Just going hard. It's been awesome. Been awesome to chat with you guys. Oh, yeah, Ian. I think you've hit the nail on the head there with that one. That's father, son, daughter with Anakin. Yeah, I'd almost want them in like a deluxe set with the beasts that they turn into, like the big bat and then the big sort of the griffin. Thanks, Tony. I hope you have a good night. We'll definitely talk to you all very soon. I appreciate you all tuning in again. And if you're any of you, particularly in Australia, we do ship worldwide. But if you want to get some pre-orders in through Kessel Run, and check out our action figure stands and props and stuff like that. We've just sent out some stands to some good friend Brian, Metal Jedi. He just bought a few packets of stands from us, action figure stands. They're awesome. We're excited about them, and we just made another sale overnight to mate Andy over in Melbourne. So we'll be sending them out today or tomorrow. Yeah, really, really cool stuff. Yeah, we're excited. All right, folks. Yeah, I'm going to just click over, play my outro, and we'll see you next time. May the force be with you, everyone.